Department of War deployed more military assets to the Caribbean in what even Fox News won't deny looks like preparation for a war against Venezuela. Thousands of Marines and several warships are already deployed to the area, and now 10 F-35 fighter jets are being sent to Puerto Rico for an alleged counter-narcotics mission. An absurd weapon choice to interdict drugs, but that's likely not the fighter jet's true purpose. As Fox News Pentagon correspondent Jennifer Griffin noted on Twitter, quote, "Why would you need F-35 stealth fighter jets for a counter-narcotics mission? The F-35s being sent to Puerto Rico are usually used for large bombing missions like the targeting of Iran's nuclear facilities, a fifth-generation supersonic fighter jet known for its lethality. It looks to me like the U.S. military is going to war. 8 U.S. Navy destroyers in the Caribbean near Venezuela is a first." No one in the administration has denied that a war of regime change is indeed in the works. The first salvo in that war occurred last week when the U.S. military blew up a boat filled with 11 civilians off the coast of Venezuela. The White House claimed they were drug traffickers, which, even if true, wouldn't justify their extrajudicial killing. But the administration hasn't even presented evidence that there were drugs on the boat. A source inside the Pentagon confirmed that last week's targeting of that alleged narcotics boat was a war crime. The official told The Intercept, quote, "The U.S. is now directly targeting civilians. Drug traffickers may be criminals, but they aren't combatants. When Trump fired the military's top lawyers, the rest saw the writing on the wall, and instead of being a critical firebreak, they are now a rubber stamp complicit in this crime." Vice President J.D. Vance personifies that rubber stamp. He posted on Twitter over the weekend, quote, "Killing cartel members who poison our fellow citizens is the highest and best use of our military." When Vance was informed that actually massacring citizens of another country without due process is a war crime, the vice president, a Yale law graduate, responded, quote, "I don't give a shit what you call it. Okay, we'll call it a war crime then, and you can spend the rest of your life being called a war criminal wherever you go, JD. Cool?" For all we know, the individuals blown up off the coast of Venezuela could have been fishermen. And if that was the case, it wouldn't be the first time that the U.S. war state massacred a bunch of innocent people fishing. The New York Times recently dropped a bombshell report about a botched Navy SEAL mission authorized by President Trump back in 2019. The commandos were tasked with sneaking into North Korea to plant listening devices to spy on leader Kim Jong-un. Instead, what happened was the SEALs got spooked as soon as they landed ashore and saw the lights of a fishing boat. They opened fire, killing everyone aboard. Then the SEALs desecrated the victims with their knives, puncturing the lungs so the bodies would sink to the bottom of the ocean to conceal the murders. The mission was then immediately aborted. The Times noted that many of the people involved in that failed mission and massacre were later promoted. That's the character of the U.S. military now assembling off the coast of Venezuela. And it would be cool if there was an opposition party in Washington committed to stopping this reckless war before it started. Sadly, all we have are the Democrats. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our new videos. Also, if you want to see Means Morning News in its complete form, not just the clips we post here, head on over to Means TV and get access to all our new episodes and our entire backlog, plus tons of other great movies and original TV shows.